Hi, TAP students. I'm Jennifer Culp, the literacy coordinator for the TAP program. And I just wanted to hop on here and visit with you just a little bit about reading and books. Reading teachers should be readers. So I got to thinking about this, and I wanted to share with you just some things that I think might help you in your classroom. One of those being sharing with your students the books that you've read or that you are reading. Over Christmas break, I read this book called Sticky Notes. It was a gift from Jill Wood, the program coordinator, and I read the entire thing. It's fantastic. It's full of inspirational stories about school and working with kids. So pick it up if you need to lift me up. It's excellent. So I would tell students, I'd say, I read this whole book over break and it was fantastic and it was inspiring and it made me excited. It changed the way that I'm thinking and the way that I look at situations. That's what reading does. Reading gives us a different perspective so that we can look at things in a different way. Another book that I'm working on reading is this book. It's called Seven Mighty Moves, and this is going to help me to be a better teacher. So I would tell kids what I'm reading so they know that I'm reading. They know that I am doing what I'm asking them to do and how important it is and what it does for me and how it makes me feel. That gives them reason for learning to read. It gives them reason to read their own books or read on their own time because that's the goal. We want them to become lifelong readers. All right, so I'm going to give you a couple of title suggestions just to take a look at. You might be able to use these in your classroom. And I think it's really important that you stay connected with your school librarian, that you follow some different websites or blog posts, those kinds of things where they list the new books that are coming out. I've done that, and I go to the library and I say, "Oh, do you have this book?" And she'll say, "It's not out yet." So you'll learn that you'll be able to be aware of books that are coming out that you're excited about reading. All right, the first one is How to Read a Book by Kwame Alexander. You guys, this book is amazing. It is a poem, but it's also a piece of art. That's what I would talk to kids about. And I feel like it could be read to so many different grade levels, even up to junior high, maybe even high school. There's a reference to Langston Hughes in this book, but I wanted to show you a few of the pages because it is literally a piece of artwork. So notice the different mediums that are used. So some newspaper in there. The words are in um, different font. Look at how fun that is. And I love just so many of the pages. Prompt you to think, prompt you to wonder. And I think that's amazing. So this book called How to Read a Book would inspire kids to read a story, not just read it at home, but read it outside. And here it talks about reading. You can read anywhere. You can read outside. I know that I saw a post on social media about a football player sitting on the sidelines on a bench, and he had his book out and he was reading. Professional football player. What a great example to show kids. So think of ways that you can connect maybe those things that you're seeing in social media or on TV with the story that you're reading, because that would be a great connection, especially for your older kids. So, How to Read a Book by Kwame Alexander. Check it out. The next one I want to bring up is called Wish Tree. So, this book is by Katherine Applegate. It's excellent. It just has a theme of friendship and friendship between some kids that maybe their parents wouldn't really like them to be friends. So it's a lot of understanding about different cultures. And just what it comes down to is we all just are people looking for somebody that will help us and that we can work together with. So Wish Tree is an excellent story. You should check it out. All right. I hope this has inspired you to pick up a book and to read. You should always have a to be read list. And I know you guys are so busy, but try to find some space in your day to do some reading. If your students, you've got a set silent reading time, pull out your book and read a little bit too, or ask them about it. Ask them about the book that they're reading and read with them. And maybe you could read the books that they're reading, and then you could have that conversation. It's just a more rich conversation. And kids know when you've read the book that they've read, or if you're reading it with them, they know and they are excited about it. It helps them to become excited about reading. It helps you to build a community of readers. So I hope this has inspired you. That's my hope. Um, and I look forward to hearing about your reading adventures.